all of our Hindi speaking audience. ये अनाउंसमेंट उन सभी भक्तों के लिए है जो आज का क्लास हिंदी में सुनना चाहते हैं। तो जो कोई भक्त अपने फोन से जुड़े हों, आपको ये 3 बिंदुएं दिखेंगी। श्यामप्रिया माता जी स्टार्टेड द इंटरप्रिटेशन।
Yes.
ओके, तो आपको ये 3 बिंदुएं दिख रही होंगी आपके फोन के निचले हिस्से में। इस पे दबाकर लैंग्वेज इंटरप्रिटेशन में जाकर हिंदी भाषा का चयन करें। अगर आप हिंदी पे क्लिक करके डन करेंगे तभी आपको ये क्लास हिंदी में सुनाई देगी, अथवा आपको ये क्लास इंग्लिश में सुनाई देगी। ठीक है। और जो भक्त लैपटॉप से सुन रहे हैं और हिंदी में सुनना चाहते हैं, ग्लोब एक गोलाकार आइकन बना होगा नीचे जिसपे इंटरप्रिटेशन लिखा है, उस पे दबाकर आपको हिंदी पे टिक करना होगा। इससे आप आज की क्लास को हिंदी में सुन पाएंगे। So once again, we warmly welcome all the devotees who are joining us from the various parts of the world in this most auspicious and powerful month of Sri Kartik. And our fortune knows no bounds that in the entire month of this Kartik, we'll be getting the divine association of our beloved spiritual master, His Holiness Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami Maharaj. And in every session, the format will be that we'll be starting off with some Vaishnava songs. And following that, we'll have Srila Gurudev speak on the topic for the day. So for today, we are going to be starting our session with the auspicious Ṣaḍ-gosvāmyaṣṭakam, which our dear sister Krishna Shakti Mataji and Madhuri Leela Mataji from Vrindavan will be offering. Following which, we will be having our day 1 of the series. So we will be hearing about the author, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, who has beautifully written this book, Manah-Siksa. So we request all of you to please keep your videos on so that we can have our virtual association, and see all of your beautiful, shining, bright faces and be inspired in our Krishna consciousness. So without further delay, I would like to invite Krishna Shakti Mataji and Madhuri Leela Mataji from Vrindavan to offer the song Ṣaḍ-gosvāmyaṣṭakam. And a request to all of you is that you all can also stay on mute and sing along with them and meditate on this beautiful song. Mataji, you're not audible. You can disconnect from the other device. Yeah. You can disconnect from your other device. Yes.
Krishna Kirtana Gana Prema Shri Chaitanya Shri Dhira Damodara Swami Manya Sharanya Kara Radha Krishna Padarananda Bhajana Nande Namatalika Sri Jiva Shri Gauranga Gunarvananavida Radha Samevanta Govinda Ananda Vardana Vaishnava Sri Bhagavan Yatva Turnamasheshamandalapati Shri Sadatu Java Kanta Bhakti Dhira Damodara Shagana Kirne Mayura Pule Nara Shri Yukta Vrindavane Radha Krishna Maharnisa Prabhajato Divagadolyamuda Vande Sanatana Shri Bhagavan Shri Bhagavan Sankhya Purvatana Bhagavana Kiri Kala Vasani Krita Girahara Vihara Kali Vidita Charyanta Dina Chaya Radha Krishna Gunasmriti Madhurima Nandena Sambhorita Vande Sanatana Rama Shri Jiva Gopala Radha Kunda Tate Kali Ratanaya Sire Chabam Sivate प्रशान्तशेषदशया दृष्टभ्रमतौ सदा गायन्तौ च कदा हरिर्गुणवरा भावविभूतौ मुदा वन्दे रूपसनातन रघुयुगौ श्रीजीवगोपालको हे राधे व्रज देविके चलनिते हे नंद सुन्दर श्री शान्ति सर्वतं वृषपुरे हे जय महावीर वन्दे सनातन रघुयुग श्री जीव गोपालक वन्दे सनातन श्री जीव गोपालक
Thank you so much, Matajis, for this beautiful offering.
Hare Krishna.
And now, Srila Gurudev, we invite you to start off with our first day today. And today we are going to be hearing about the life and teachings of Srila Raghunath Swami. Hare Krishna.
Namo Vishnu Padya Krishna Prasthai Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityananda Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachari Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Prasthajade Sathai Om Gyana Timiram Dasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshulunlitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Vishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadam Yam Kadati Swadanti Vande Ham Shri Gurun Shri Tapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunatam Vikam Sajivam Sadvitam Savadutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devi Shri Radha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Sai Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Sapakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhan Sute Devi Namami Hari Vasanduvyaya Vasa Patitana Padrevyu Vaishnavyu Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Prasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Ṣaḍ Gosvāmyaṣṭakam ki jai Shri Manah-Siksa ki jai. We want to heartily welcome everyone for this year 2024 Kartika celebration. We are eternally indebted to all of you, to all our acharyas, and particularly Raghunath Goswami, who has given us this wonderful opportunity. We cannot sufficiently elaborately glorify His Divine Grace, Bhakti Dhira Damodara, who has provided this feast for all of us. So, and we also send our greetings to Anura Prabhu and Pritimai Devi and all the team members who have worked very hard to provide the content for this festival. So last year we look at, we visited the holy places in Vrindavan, and the aim was to always keep us in Vrindavan. That was the aim, that should always remain in Vrindavan. We are beginning the process of remaining in Vrindavan so we can remain in Vrindavan by continuously remembering all the places we visited, the personalities we had the association, and the purpose of all these wonderful spiritual festivals. So continuing this year, 2024, we are having this very, very powerful instructions. Instructions of Srila Rupa Raghunath Das Goswami. Is popularly known as Das Goswami. Das Goswami. Splendid instructions to the mind. This instruction to the mind, we know very well that in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna did not say, give me your hand, give me your face, give me your leg. Krishna said, give me your heart. Mad Manah, Mad Bhakta. Krishna said, we should give the heart. So, Raghunath Das Goswami has specifically given this feast for the heart. How we can become successful in our Christian consciousness. Everything is from the heart. To control the senses, we cannot be successful if the mind is not first controlled. And if the mind is controlled, all other senses become automatically controlled, because the mind is a leader of all the senses. And we know very well that the mind is a problem, is the biggest enemy of everyone. The biggest, the only one. And then Bhagavad Gita clearly mentioned that one who has conquered the mind has conquered the super soul. See how powerful the mind is. If you conquer the heart, conquer the mind, well, conquer the super soul. Super soul is already reached. Therefore, it is purposeful that Manah-Siksa is splendid instruction to the mind was selected for this auspicious time, 36. So that we can learn how to control the mind, how to engage the mind in Christian consciousness. In many places, Krishna requested, and your mind and intelligence fixed in me. Your mind and intelligence fixed in me. Many places, Krishna said this, that we should invest our mind and intelligence in Him. What is the result? The result will be that Krishna Himself is attained. Therefore, we are looking at this feast Raghunath Das Goswami is given to us. So let's be very attentively. Yes, I will not forget. I will not forget. Bhagavad Gita chapter 18, text 72. Chapter 18, Bhagavad Gita, text 72. Eka agrena. The Krishna used that word. Requesting all of us to listen to him with attentive mind. This is Krishna's request. And he told us that if we do this, we'll be free from illusion. We'll be free from all the problems in this matter. Our problems in this matter will be destroyed if you listen to Krishna with attentive mind. So let us engage our mind in the feast Dhira Swami has prepared for us. Let our mind be engaged. As Krishna requested, we're repeating. Invest your mind and intelligence in me. Now he's specifically requesting, have you done that? Did you listen to me with an attentive mind? Because if we do that, our illusion will be completely, eternally, permanently destroyed, and purely for Godhead will arise. Confirmed by Arjuna. In the next verse, 73, Arjuna said, yes, my Krishna, my illusion is gone. I'm listening to you. By your mercy, by a costless mercy, my illusion is gone. What is a costless mercy? The feast Krishna is giving to us in the form of Bhagavad Gita. The feast Dhira Damodara is giving to us in this Manah-Siksa teachings. This feast should be celebrated from the heart. So Krishna is requesting this. Did you listen to me with an attentive mind? Because by this, your illusion is completely destroyed. Arjuna said, yes. Yes. I listened attentively and I have gotten the result. What's the result? I have regained my strength and I'm ready to do whatever you tell me to do. This is a person who told Krishna, I will not fight. I will not. Now the same person is saying, whatever you tell me now, I will do it. Why? Because the mind feasted the Dharma Amritam, the immortal nectar that Krishna distributed to us through Arjuna. So let us listen the same way, the same mood, the same attitude. Let us have it with a feast Raghunath Goswami has prepared for us. Now is to feast. Let's continue with our feast. By, first of all, engaging ourselves deeply, absorbing ourselves, our mind fully in the life and teachings of Raghunath Goswami. Let's continue with the feast. The first meeting with Mahaprabhu. First meeting with Mahaprabhu. Before going there, let me do something. Before we go there, just remain there. Just adding something. Shatame Abanamahe Tatpadam Bujo Traika Gati Dasyati Tat Sarastire Rudati Arataravakulam Tasri Vaktrikshana Vaptityain Amami Itadi Samkajo. A maid servant, unable to locate her mistress, has collapsed in despair on the banks of Radha Kund. Overwhelmed with anxiety and a deep desire to seek refuge at her mistress' lotus feet, she pours out her heart, extolling her mistress by singing her sacred names. So Raghunath Goswami bares his heart to his beloved mistress, Srimati Radharani. Raghunath Das Goswami bares his heart. He shares his heart. He reveals his heart to his beloved mistress, Srimati Radharani, as he reverently unveils her 108 sacred names. These heartfelt expressions emanate from the depth of profound suppression he experiences. Okay. In his boyhood, Raghunath Das was instructed in the principles of Vaishnavism by Balaram Acharya, one of the most advanced devotees in Saptagram. Having received the association of Sri Chaitanya's intimate devotee, Haridas Thakur, Balaram Acharya was anxious to introduce his young student to the saints. This he said. This he did, and Raghunath imbibed a devotional spirit from the Thakur. As he grew into his teens, Raghunath's piety and spiritual insight grew as well. Soon, in 1510, news of Sri Chaitanya's sannyas reached Saptagram. Having heard that Nityananda Prabhu had diverted Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from his pilgrimage to Vrindavan and led him instead to nearby Santipur, Raghunath Das Goswami pleaded with his father to let him go and see the great Sri Chaitanya, about whom the saint Haridas Thakur had told him so much. But the boy was young, merely 15 years old, and so his rich father was hesitant. You feel like that? Skeptical about allowing his well-bred boy association with common renunciates. Govardhan did not want his only son to renounce the world and leave the family.
No problem, done.
Nonetheless, Raghunath Das ran away from home and met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Santipur. Yes, when the fire of bhakti is burning, nothing can put it off. Nothing. There's nothing that can put it off. The fire of bhakti is there in the heart of Raghunath Das Goswami. Haridas Thakur has sparked that fire by his association, and in that association, he introduced the ultimate personality of Godhead, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who captured the heart. In other words, Haridas Thakur planted Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the heart of Raghunath Das Goswami. We're talking about the heart, mana, the mind. This is what happened when we meet with the sadhu. When we meet with business people, they will talk business. When we meet with a professor, they will talk about their profession. In the meet of business people, they will talk about their money. money. Yes. When you meet about common, you will meet with common people, they talk about their body. The body. When you meet with a sadhu, they talk about Krishna. They plant Krishna. So Amachari Hardasiko respect that fire which is there. They came here to teach us the process. Therefore, they perfectly demonstrate the process of attaining pure love of Godhead. Therefore, Raghunath Das Goswami cannot be kept from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The father was thinking about him. Of course, this is a fatherly and motherly affection. From my experience, practical experience, fatherly, motherly affection can become an impediment for bhakti. The same way, the neophyte devotee, lovely dealing with the guru can also become impediment. We have mentioned many times that making advancements in the middle of neophyte devotee is difficult. Because a Christian tells you to do like this, the disciple will tell you to do like that, because they are not connected. So therefore, they cannot understand what is happening. So that can become an impediment. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recognized his eternal associate, who had finally, in this life, returned to him. And Raghunath Das Goswami enthusiastically fell at the Lord's feet. After 10 days of intimately associating with devotees in Santipur, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu left for Jagannath Puri, and Raghunath Das Goswami returned home. Second meeting with Mahaprabhu. 4 years later, when Raghunath Das Goswami was almost 19 years old, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu returned to Santipur. Raghunath Das Goswami was more enthusiastic than ever to attain the association of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We already mentioned the fire is burning and nobody can put it off. Nothing can put it off. By this juncture, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had achieved a considerable amount of renown as a saint and even as an avatar. Raghunath's father thus felt a little more secure in letting his young Raghunath Das Goswami associate with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his followers. Upon his arrival in Santipur, tears of love for Godhead flowed from Raghunath Das Goswami's eyes as he saw the form of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Spontaneous love overwhelms pure devotees sometimes. So sometimes it spills out. It cannot be checked sometimes. It will overboil. In such occasion, nothing can be done. But they always try to control it. But although they will try, sometimes they will not succeed. Chaitanya will smile at Raghunath Das Goswami as if seeing an old friend. Yes, they're seeing an old friend. I was seeing how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu perfectly, supremely taught so many lessons very silently. He sent Raghunath Das Goswami to opulent life. He sent Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami from Brahmanical family to Muslim. He sent Haridas Thakura. He sent Haridas Thakura to Malaysia, Javanas, our Acharya. He sent Prahlad Maharaj to demonic family. He sent Murari Gupta to Hanuman to animal family. He distributed them like all. He sent Lord Nityananda Prabhu to a barren land. Barren land. A land that nothing Bhakti can germinate. Bhakti cannot grow there. Ganga does not flow. Anywhere Ganga does not flow, it's a barren land. Bhakti cannot flow there. Nityananda Prabhu sent them to all these places. But he himself, he didn't go to these places. He appeared in Navadi. That's the center. The center. Then when he came, he brought all of them from all these places to his place. What is he doing? What is he doing? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is demonstrating the teachings of our Gita. Lord Krishna is equal. Lord Krishna is equal to all living entities. He is the supreme seed-giving father of all living entities. Therefore, he demonstrated in this activity that our material situations cannot stop us from Krishna consciousness. Poverty cannot stop one from Krishna consciousness. Uneducation cannot stop one from Krishna consciousness. Being born in a barren land where Ganga does not flow cannot stop us from Krishna consciousness. Satan will send all his devotees to these places to go and bless these places. So he has planted the seed of bhakti in all these places so that from there, Mlechas are taken to Krishna consciousness. Yavanas, we, Kiratas, we are taken to Krishna consciousness. Animals taken to Krishna consciousness. Demons taken to Krishna consciousness. This is a costless mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And so, listen, if you check very carefully, you will see that when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, all of them were taken from their respective places to the center. After they have planted bhakti in all these contaminated places to make them fertile for bhakti. Chaitanya made these places fertile for bhakti. So he did that. It was not a mistake. Why Chaitanya would send all his associates to these places was not a mistake. It was a deliberate attempt to give blessing to the most unfortunate people. In this way, he demonstrated that no one is bereft of his mercy, provided we have the fortune to appreciate Krishna consciousness. He has given the opportunity. Upon his arrival in Santipo, tears of love flowed from Raghunatha's eyes. Yes, we have done that. He responsibly managed his father's estate. And, sorry, I was jumping. Okay, I was continuing. Although Raghunadas was still eager to renounce family and riches, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu encouraged him to return home. This was not a discouragement. Lord Krishna will direct you toward renunciation at the proper time. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him, for now, live as if you were a worldly man. And so, after approximately 6 days, Raghunath Goswami returned to Saptagram. A thoroughly changed person, young Raghunath Goswami, proceeded to take Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instruction to heart. Again, another lesson. Renunciation is not poverty. Renunciation is not poverty. Renunciation is not a denial. Renunciation is not a hideout. It is not avoidance or responsibility. Renunciation is natural opulence. Natural opulence. So, Chitama, we're using Raghunath Goswami to teach us. Go to your parent. Yes, renunciation or austerity is different from starvation. Starvation is different. Austerity is different. Austerity means Raghunath Goswami is in the middle of wealth, but he's not attracted. You're not attracted. Starvation, I don't have, so I will not eat. That is okay. I don't have anything. So I have nothing to eat, so I'm not eat. Austerity means that you have everything to eat, but one deliberately deny the senses gratification for a higher purpose. That is austerity. And Raghunath Goswami is teaching us that by his personal life. Chitama will say, go back and live with a house. Your father, behave exactly like a materialistic person. In the middle of that. So let me see your consciousness. Some years ago, that time I was doing very heavy austerity. So I went to visit one temple here in Nigeria. And a devotee brought a rice bowl prasada. And he gave to me, said, Maharaj, this is your prasada. Prabhu, this is your prasada. I said, oh, I'm sorry. I have finished my eating for today, so I'm not eating again. So the devotee look at my eyes and gently uncover the prasad. So I laughed. He also laughed because we understood each other. So he opened it for me to see. Because I didn't see it, that is why I'm saying I'm not eating again. So he opened it for me to see the succulent prasadam which is there, and if I will be able to maintain my vow. That's why he opened. So I understood what they gave me a place. I was laughing. He laughed. And I told him, Prabhu, he didn't ask me to fast. I'm doing this thing deliberately. So don't think that, yes, opulent prasad will attract me to eat, violating my austerity. Don't think that. He laughed louder when I got him completely. So he covered it back. So I told Prabhu, thank you for your prasad. So austerity is different from starvation. This is what Raghunath Goswami is teaching us in his life here by the costless mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes. He responsibly managed his father's estate and married a girl of excelled beauty. In this way, he extremely lived a charmed life of opulence, while deep in his soul, he longed for the day when he could renounce everything and live the simple life of an ascetic. Raghunath Goswami has two strongest ropes in this world. The strongest rope, the two strongest rope in this world that binds everybody. A wife, beautiful wife, and exorbitant money. So Raghunath is in the middle of both, but he maintained his integrity. This is character. This is character. Character means what? Integrity. What does it mean? I will remain true to my behavior, either someone is seeing me or not seeing me. I will remain the same. That is character. That's integrity. So Raghunath Das Swami has this. Yes, let's continue. Divine punishment. After about 2 years, Nityananda Prabhu came to Panihati. Raghunath Das Goswami set out for Panihati as he wanted to meet Nityananda Prabhu and serve his lotus feet. For he knew that one could only get the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by first blessing his eternal associate. Raghunath Das Goswami, approaching these great souls, was embarrassed, for in his humility, he felt guilty about acting like an ordinary materialist. Sensing Raghunath Das Goswami's state of mind, Nityananda Prabhu decided to lovingly joke with him. And so, as Raghunath Das Goswami came forward, the following word emanated from Nityananda Prabhu's lotus mouth. You are a thief! Come here. I will punish you because you are a thief. Nityananda Prabhu caught hold of Raghunath Das Goswami and forcibly placed a lotus feet on his head. All the devotees laughed as they saw Nityananda Prabhu's punishment turn into a humorous benediction. Punishment means what? Raghunath Das Goswami is described by Nityananda Prabhu as a thief. What was he stealing? Money? Was he stealing? Raghunath Das Goswami was going directly to the Lord. He didn't succeed. He went directly to the Lord. He didn't succeed. One should not go directly to the Lord because you won't get the Lord. One has to go through the devotee of the Lord. So this is a message. Raghunath Das Goswami will discuss a tip. So you are going to take something without passing through the door. The door, you have to meet somebody there, but the door, who will open the door for you? So if you don't pass through the door, and so we open the door, you're a thief. If you don't go through the guru, you're a thief. The guru will give us Krishna. So now, Raghunath Das Goswami came to Nityananda Prabhu, and this was, you're a thief, to that punish you. And the punishment was such a wonderful. It might associate with Prasad. And Raghunath Das immediately he did. It was a heavy festival, which is being celebrated till today. Panihati. Now it has extended or expanded out of India to other places now. All over the world are being celebrated. In Atlanta, in the US, oh, heavy. Further, punishing Raghunath Das Goswami, Nityananda Prabhu gave him the following order: prepare big festival and feed all of the devotees with yogurt and chipped rice. Hearing this, Raghunath Das Goswami was greatly pleased. Finally able to use his wealth in the service of the Lord, he immediately sent some of his servants to purchase the necessary ingredients. The festival was heavily celebrated. A prophecy. Finally, Nityananda Prabhu gave him an indication of what was to occur in the near future. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will fully accept you and place you under the charge of his secretary, Ṣaḍ Damodara Goswami. He will thus become one of the Lord's most confidential and internal servants. Being assured of this, return to your home. Very soon, without impediment, you will attain the full shelter of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When one has been blessed by a pure devotee, there is no impediment. There is nothing which is unobtainable by a devotee. Nothing is unobtainable by a devotee. He has been trying to go to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they will get him back. But after getting the blessing and the permission, the mission of Nityananda Prabhu, he went straight to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, no impediment. All barriers broken. Let it happen to us also. May this Kartik break all our barriers and give us the full shelter of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, and our chariots. After hearing this, Raghunath Das returned to Saptagram. This time, he could not even feign material interest. Means he didn't pretend. Feign means he didn't pretend. He was openly showing it. Having received the message of Nityananda Prabhu, he was God intoxicated and he could not control himself. Again and again, he tried to escape from his father's palace, to preach among the common people, and to live the life of an ascetic. But his attempt were to no avail. Govardhan hired a large body of guards to specifically watch over Raghunath Das Goswami. And these able men always dragged him back to the palace. Lamenting, his mother was suggested in total frustration that perhaps he should be tied to a pillar with a rope. After all, she said, he may one day escape the attention of the guards. But to this impractical suggestion came Govardhan's now historic reply. If the attractions of vast wealth and a wife whose beauty is of celestial proportions cannot bind him to this kingdom, how can a rope do it? What kind of rope are you going to use for a devotee who has attained the pillar of Godhead? Which rope? Next. In due course, the escape. In due course, Raghunath Das Goswami received his chance to escape. Since no guards or concerned family members were anywhere in sight, he decided to seize the opportunity even though it was by then late in the evening. There's no impediment in Krishna consciousness. Traveling at first from village to village, Raghunath Das Goswami eventually decided to go through the jungles. For in this way, his father and the family guard would not be able to follow him. Meditating on Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, he decided to go towards Jagannath Puri. For at this time of year, July, all the devotees will converge there for the annual Ratha Yatra festival. He walked about 30 miles in one day, and then he came upon a barn in which he decided to sleep. He then proceeded to travel for 12 days before finally arriving in Puri. It is said that due to scarcity of food in the jungle and his fixed meditation on the Lord, Raghunath Das Goswami only managed to eat 3 meals in those 12 days. For 12 days, he ate only 3 times. But he does not show. But yes, Raghunath Das Goswami, divine sojourn. In Puri, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu turned to his able servant, Sri Ṣaḍ Damodara Goswami, and said, "My dear Swarupa, I entrust this Raghunath Das to you. Please accept him as your son or servant." Thus, fully accepting Raghunath Das into his fold, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu blessed him and showed him special mercy. Under the care of Sri Ṣaḍ Damodara Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami daily received the coveted remnant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's food, and he lovingly relished them with the full transcendental delight. For 5 days, he accepted this remnant, but on the 6th day, he stopped, feeling unworthy, and he began to beg alms while standing at the main gate of the Jagannath temple. Renunciation. It's a renunciation, yes. Yes. A sannyasi should not depend on anyone, on anybody. Should be independent. Should be fearless. So you can travel everywhere. If you depend on someone, you eat in the night. You understand? You understand? If you depend on somebody, you don't do things at your time. You have to do things according to the person's time. That is not freedom. Yes, when asked why he preferred the temple morsels of food from the Jagannath temple to the nicely prepared remnant to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he replied, "For me, this food was too opulent. My spiritual vision becomes blurred by such indulgence. Therefore, I prefer to take a few humble grains just to keep body and soul together." That's all. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was pleased with Raghunath Goswami's sense of austerity and openly praised him for it. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave him the following instructions: do not talk like materialistic people or hear what they say. You should not eat very palatable food, nor should you unnecessarily dress according to fashion. Do not expect honor, but offer all respect to others. Always chant the holy name of Lord Krishna and within their mind, render service to Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan. These are my instructions in a nutshell. The instruction was given to Raghunath Goswami, not in Vrindavan, not in Mayapur, not in Bhadarika Ashram. It was given to Raghunath Goswami in Jagannath Puri. Why? Jagannath Puri is a place for eating, not for austerity. It's a place for eating. This is where Lord Krishna eat. It is here the austerity instruction is given to Raghunath Goswami. Don't dress like common people. Don't talk like common people. Don't hear their nonsensical talks. Don't eat like them. In your heart, you should remain in Vrindavan. In your heart. Raghunath Goswami was physical in Jagannath Puri, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, in your heart. It can be anywhere in the world, but in your heart, you should live in Vrindavan. So, in the mind, let us remain in Vrindavan in the mind. By absorbing ourselves in the feast we are getting. Yes, let's continue. Our time is the pain of separation. Shortly before departing, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had asked Raghunath Goswami to go to Vrindavan and work closely with Rupa and Sanatana Goswamis, who were already there compiling academic sastras on earthing important holy places and constructing massive temples. Nonetheless, he remained in Puri for 2 or 3 more years until the demise of Ṣaḍ Damodara Goswami, his beloved spiritual master. After this time, when he was almost 40 years old, Raghunath Goswami left for Vrindavan to assist Rupa and Sanatana Goswami in their service, as was requested by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. However, he was so crushed by the untimely death of his 2 masters that he decided to take his own life by Sri Rupa and Sanatana Goswami will not, but this will be but. Raghunath Goswami wanted to give up his body, but Rupa and Sanatana Goswami stopped him. And they told him, Rather, since he had had intimate association with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they convinced him to go on living and daily recite the passions of the Lord, which he did for 3 years, 3 hours every day for the rest of his life. In this way, Rupa and Sanatan Goswamis used to regularly hear from Raghunath Das Goswami about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Raghunath Das Goswami's house is at the bank of Radhakund, and Janava Egat is just by there. So she was sitting there while Raghunath Das Goswami was narrating. She was sitting there and hearing everything. She had everything completely in her head. And then she also narrated everything as she has heard it from Raghunath Das Goswami. And Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami was writing everything. That is how we get Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Final person was Sri Radhakund. See, the supernatural persons of Sri Raghunath Das Goswami and Radhakund are pregnant with spiritual instructions. They are both pastimes depicted in the image are meant to illustrate Das Goswami's 1. Lack of concern for his own material well-being and his concomitant absorption in Krishna consciousness. 2. These stories show that both Radha and Krishna felt indebted by the devotion of Raghunath Das Goswami. Finally, it shows that Das Goswami special concern for Sri Radhika. 3. Raghunath Das Goswami showed by word and deed that the capabilities of the body could be extended by the desire of the soul. He transcended his bodily necessities to the point where they were no longer an obstacle in his spiritual life. 4. From this great saint, then, we may learn the valuable lesson of sensual control, not for a show of physical prowess, but for the ultimate end of love of Godhead. In his own life, Raghunath Das Goswami composed deeply profound verses in both poetry and prose concerning the intimate persons of Radha and Krishna. The Chaitanya Charitamrita confirms. Raghunath Das Goswami was totally uninterested in material enjoyment, even from his childhood. It is no wonder, therefore, that he is known as the Vayojanacharya, or he who teaches by his own example about the ultimate goal of life. Sanatana Goswami is Sambandha Acharya. Rupa Goswami is Abhidaya Acharya. Raghunath Das Goswami is Vayojan. Say Raghunath Das Goswami ki Hare Krishna. Sorry, we extended beyond our time. Anyway, those who are feasting will not be worried.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so very much for this beautiful, absorbing class. And it is our mistake, actually. We started late, so you completed before time, like always. So we will make sure that from tomorrow we are also before time and we can end on time as well.
And
Yes, Srila Gurudev.
you know, if you are too hungry, you eat more. Yes. If you're not hungry, you eat less, and the person who cook will not be happy. If you, if you eat more, yes, it requires more hunger. So while we wait, we'll have more appetite to eat for those who are fortunate. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. So, we are just because we started your class at 8:10 here. So we have 10 minutes, 8:20. So we have 10 minutes to take question and answers. And for today's session, we'll wind up how many ever questions we can accommodate till then. So we request the devotees to please raise your hands on Zoom so that we can call you one by one. And first we'd like to call Kamita Prabhu.
You should not give history. Just make the question very short.
Okay. Krishna Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you so much for the nectarian class. So I'll go to the main question which I have. You said that when a pure devotee gives blessing, there is no impediment and there is nothing that is unattainable. So, but we see so many people have been given blessings by pure devotees. Some of them don't succeed, or we see them still on the neophyte platform, and some of them come to the point of success. What is the difference between these two people who receive the blessing?
Well, Srila Prabhupada mentioned that when he was talking about Dhritarashtra and Vidura, Vidura gave a lot of blessing to his brother Dhritarashtra. Srila Prabhupada said that Krishna checked it. He looked at the history, he looked at the sinful, demonic life of Dhritarashtra. So Krishna checked the mercy his brother gave to him. He didn't he didn't manifest because he didn't merit it. But we are talking about devotees who are divine. They have received this mercy. For example, Radha Muni, he received a blessing. What happened to him? From the Bhaktivedantas, what happened? There was no impediment. Whatever was impediment, his own mother, Krishna removed it. Look at Raghunath Swami. There's no impediment. Whatever was there, Krishna removed everything. They successfully achieved the goal. Yes. Look at the gopis. So the gopis, there are three groups of gopis. The gopis Krishna came with from Goloka. They're different. There are gopis who joined with Krishna from here. They are also the Sruticharis, the Municharis, and the Jagyasitas. These gopis who joined with Krishna, their husbands stopped them from going to Krishna. But the gopis who came with Krishna from there, nothing can stop them. Nothing eternal can stop them. They successfully go everything. And one of them was so fortunate that even though she joined from here, but because she has perfectly satisfied with Krishna, even when the husband stopped her, she left her body and joined the Krishna in the same lifetime. It's just like sleeping and waking up and join Krishna. Yes. So in this way, there is no impediment. For those who are not fortunate and they get a blessing that they don't merit, Krishna will stop it. So you will not see them with them. You will not see the blessing. They don't merit it. All right.
Thank you, Srila Gurudev. We have the next question from Shweta Mataji. So we are requesting the devotees to keep the questions brief so that we can accommodate more questions. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Gurudev. My humble and respectful obeisances unto you, and apologies for all my mistakes. And my question is like, how is Haridasa Thakur is connected to Raghunath Das Goswami? I'm little confused. In the starting, you told something I couldn't understand.
Raghunath, yes, Raghunath Das Goswami met with Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur lived in many places, not only in one place. Raghunath Das Goswami lived in so many places in Budhwan. He stayed there, and he traveled all over, and had different pastimes. So in one of those places, he met with Raghunath Goswami, and he heard about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from him. You can see here, you can see it on the screen. Haridasta. Yes. Haridasa also was there in Jagannath Puri. Raghunath Goswami was kept there. Many places. He traveled the whole places, visiting many devotees. He come to India, he will take you, and he come to Mike, he will take you to all the places. He had the Haridasa has many pastimes with the two prostitutes. One is Maya herself, one is a prostitute sent by the king. Many of these places he visited. You can see all that. This time we went to some of these places. The cave where he was chanting the Mahamantra with the snake. We went there also. Where he was also met with a snake charmer and dance and very ecstasy. We went to all these places. They are all visible, not fictions. Yes.
Thank you, Srila Gurudev. We have our next question in the chat from Deepali Mataji. Mataji is saying, Hare Krishna, dear Srila Gurudev, please accept my humble obeisances. Gurudev, my question is that how and why did taking remnants of Mahaprabhu became an obstacle for Raghunath Das Goswami and blurred his intelligence as said by him?
That is very, very high. That is a very high standard. that is not on our level. That is very, very high. Raghunath Das Goswami, he came to teach us something, so he can say anything. He's a perfect teacher. Yes. Remnant, and in the Bhagavatam is there. The full remnant of a pure devotee, the full birth of a pure devotee, and the dust from his feet. These three things is sufficient to give us pure love of God. But for Raghunath Das Goswami, taking it from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for more than necessary is an impediment for him. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu brought him to come and teach us extreme renunciation. Say we're doing that. It's not an impediment to take remnant. It is not. It's a blessing. But Raghunath is teaching something, therefore he's acting like this. So don't think that if tomorrow I will not take Mahaprasadam from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If I see if Raghunath Goswami himself is here now, say no, I won't take because same question. I will take it completely. I will finish everything. I will finish everything. I'm not giving anybody. So if you can do your renunciation, I will finish everything alone. It's an extreme. It's an extreme case. Yes. Take remnant if you see it. You fight for it. All right.
Thank you so much, Srila Gurudev. We have our last question from Gunachuda Mataji and Narahari Prabhu. Mataji or Prabhuji, you can just click on the unmute button. We cannot hear you yet. Can you say something? Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, all devotees. Thank you so much, Gurudev. Please, Gurudev, I would like to ask, because in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that every man follow my path. He says twice in
Oh,
Bhagavad
right.
Gita. So I would like to ask, if Your Holiness could shed some light, if we could, my question is, are all jivas destined to sooner or later go back home, back to Godhead, or not? And so in this way, because in 16th chapter, Krishna says that I send those asuras eternally away from me. 16, 19,
Yes.
in 19.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
if Gurudev could
19.
help us to understand this, because
Yes,
in 16th
I
chapter,
understand.
verse, yes, thank you.
Yes, everyone follows my path in all respect. That is 411. 911. Yeah, tamam, property. It means that practically everyone, including demons and non devotees or plant and trees, all species of life, we are all Krishna's devotees. One way or other, directly and indirectly, we are following Krishna. Everyone follows my path in all respect. Everyone follows me. So Krishna reciprocate with the Gyanis, reciprocate with the personalities, the yogis, with the karmis, with everyone. Krishna reciprocate as we surrender to him. He reciprocate. In this way, we are all following Krishna in one way or other, directly and indirectly. But directly are done by devotees. Indirectly, you can go through demigod, whatever process you go. So Krishna say, whatever you get from anywhere, it is from him. We are getting everything from. So practically, we are all following Krishna, one way or other. That's what you mean by everyone follows my path in all respects. If you're a yogi, it's Krishna you are aiming at. Even the academies who feel the belly is their God, it's always leading to God. It's everything there that is a supreme person I have respect for. You may not know the person here. Some doesn't know, some may know to some extent, but very, very few, very, very low. Extremely rare to find someone who really knows Krishna fully. But in all respect, we are all on the path. All are devotees of Krishna. Everyone. Because we are his children. That's what it means. All right, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shri Gurudev. Thank you very, very much for being here with us. And it's only by your inspiration that we are here together and being able to take such a wonderful opportunity, make use of such a wonderful opportunity of your divine association. And like you mentioned, that all the devotees who participated here enthusiastically in large numbers. So we welcome you all, invite you all to join again for our session tomorrow, which will be continuing, and we'll be starting and entering into the book Sri Manah-Siksa. So we have the introduction to Sri Manah-Siksa tomorrow, and we'll be following the same format, and we'll start sharp at 7:50 p.m. Indian time with the Vaishnava song. That will be the format every day, followed by the class, question answers, and then we'll end. And like we had asked all the devotees on the group if you are interested for any services. So we have received some responses, and we are grateful to Harish Shamapriya Mataji for helping us with all the Zoom handling. His Grace Radha Madhav Prabhuji for the Hindi translation. And likewise, all the devotees will be joining us for the upcoming sessions. If you are still interested for some services, you can key in your answer in the poll on the group, and we'll reach out to you with the services. Thank you so much, and we'll all meet you tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Srila Gurudev ki jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Sri Dhira Brat ki jai.
Jai.
Premanandi.
Jai.
All glory to devotees.
Jai
Hare
Shri.
Hare.
Shri Gurudev ki jai.
Jai.
Vaishnava, Kartika, Vaishnava, Vaishnava.